you ever have one of those weapons where one day you like it, the next day you hate it, the next day you like it again, and then all of a sudden it just plays better than you ever thought it would? Well, that's me right now with the M13. I have to say, like, this gun right here is one of those guns where I'm on and off. I'm not feeling it, then I'm feeling it, then I'm not feeling it, and I decided to go and make a class for this today, and I wasn't feeling it. I was using the different ammo. I believe it's the .30 round, SOCOM or whatever I think it's called, it Blackout, there you go, that's what it's called, and I was using those rounds and it wasn't working. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take it off. I made 2 classes, they're both insane, and I think it's the first time ever that I actually like the class that's built for long range rather than the class that's built for rushing. So you guys, man, check it out. We got 2 overpowered M13 class setups in this video, and they're both crazy good. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video, man. Best class setups for the M13. Like I said, this is going to be a little different. This M13 class is really good, like much better than I thought it would be. We got 1 class for rushing that I'm gonna share with you guys, and we got another class that's built specifically for long range, and that class is a lot better than the rushing class, which is kind of weird. If you guys could drop a like on this video, that would be truly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you guys know around here. We're close to 625k, so that is crazy. And let me know down in the comments below if you like or dislike the M13. I'm trying to see something. I want to see how many people actually like this gun, so let me know down below. Now let's get into it. We're going to start off with my favorite class. Obviously, that's how we always got to start this, and that's going to be the class that's built for long range. Now you might think it's weird, you might be like, well, this gun is not going to work on multiplayer, and guys, just watch the clip in the background. This gun definitely works on multiplayer. Like, it's crazy good. It's amazing on Warzone, amazing on multiplayer, even on small maps like Shoot House. This thing works. So the first thing you want to run is the perks. Now the perks, obviously, you want to go for Scavenger so you can never run out of ammo. You want to go for Ghost so that you guys can actually not be seen when they call in UAVs, and you want to get that tune-up so you can get your Dead Silence a lot quicker. Now you could run instead of Dead Silence, Stop and Power, which does work out pretty nice, but I prefer Dead Silence, to be honest with you guys. Now the lethal C4 and the tactical is Stim Shot. Now if you're playing Warzone, switch that up to EOD, obviously Ghost, and then Amped, and you guys will be good to go. Just put any secondary you want. Now let's get into the attachments. The first one you want to run on this is the monolithic. What was I saying? The muzzle monolithic. I was gonna say the muzzleithic. The monolithic suppressor for the muzzle. Now this gives you sound suppression, and it also gives you damage range, which is super insane to get with a suppressor on a weapon. Usually in CODs they don't give that, so with this one right here, I'm happy with that. Now it does take away ADS, and it does take away some aim walking steadiness, and you do notice that your aim walking steadiness is a little weaker, like especially if you're moving left to right. You do notice it's a little off, but once you get that aim assist to kick in, it does help out a lot, so it's really cool. Next off, you want to run the barrel, and that's going to be the Tempest Marksman. Now the Tempest Marksman barrel is pretty nice. You guys could obviously run the Tempest Cyclone if you want, and then you have to take off the muzzle, but I don't like it. So the Tempest Marksman, I like. It gives you damage range, it gives you bullet velocity, and again, it gives you recoil control. And the more recoil control you have on the M13, the more of a laser this gun turns into. And I'm telling you guys right now, there is like no recoil whatsoever on this gun. So we made it pretty much a laser, but we also made it good up close and good for mid and long range. Like, this gun's just gonna smack people around. Now it does take away the ADS speed and the movement speed, which is something I don't like losing, but like I said, oddly enough, yeah, this class is built for distance, but it still works nice up close. Now you could run a laser, you could run a stock, that's up to you guys, but instead of running either of those, I went and threw on the Optic GI Mini Reflex. Now the reason I did this was not because like I wanted a precision sight picture and stuff, it's just the iron sight, dude. I don't like the iron sight much on the M13. I feel like it gets me killed more than it actually helps me out. So oddly enough, I went and I said, you know what, I'm gonna throw in the GI Mini Reflex, or you could even throw on the Cronin LP 945 Mini Reflex as well. They both work nice, and just it feels better on the M13 for some reason. And I'm not the type of person who likes to use any optic sights or stuff like that, but on this gun here, it feels like it's kind of needed, and it does work out really nicely. Now the next one, we don't need to throw on an underbarrel because this gun already has amazing recoil control, so we don't have to waste an attachment on the Merc foregrip or the Commando foregrip or anything. We don't have to throw those on. So instead, I went and I put on the ammunition 60 round mags. Now the reason I did this is because I don't like reloading my gun. 60 round mags is a lot, and you're gonna probably get up to 5 or 6 kills with the M13, and if you don't miss any shots, you could probably get like 14 kills without reloading, which is kind of crazy. I don't recommend trying to do that, but if you don't miss any shots and you hit every single headshot, you don't have to reload, but I don't think anyone's that godly, let's be honest. You're probably going to get about 4 kills before needing to reload, which is way better than the regular 30-round mags where you're probably going to get 2-3 kills and then have to reload. So definitely go ahead and throw on that. Now, the last attachment for this class right here is going to be the rear grip, and you guys know me. Come on, I don't even know if I have to tell you guys anymore. I'll say it anyways in case it's someone's first time watching my vids, and if it is, you should probably subscribe with notifications turned on. But yeah, it's going to be the rear grip stippled grip tape. This gives you ADS speed, but you know why I like this the most. It gives you that sprint to fire speed, and yeah, that's super important in my opinion. Sprint to fire speed is more important than anything else, especially on assault rifles, but you also get ADS to help you up close if you really need the help. So that is the long range class. This is the class I kind of prefer over the rushing class, which is weird. You guys know me, I normally like the rushing class a lot better than the long distance class, but on the M13 it's completely switched. Now, for the M13 rushing class, you're going to be using the same perks: Scavenger Ghost, Tune Up, you're going to use the lethal C4, and you're going to use the tactical stim shots, obviously, so you can actually heal a lot faster. But not only that, using stim shot actually helps you guys run a lot longer. The double sprint, you guys could activate it again. If you run out of it, just pop a stim and you guys are good to go. But the attachments are where it gets a little interesting. So we're not going to run a muzzle. I was running this class at first with the monolithic suppressor, but I said, you know what, I'm going to take it off. It's taken away a little too much ADS, and instead I went and put on the barrel Tempest Mini. Now, the Tempest Mini is exactly like the stock no stock. It gives you movement speed and it gives you ADS speed. And the reason we're using this is because I'm not throwing on the stock. The stock got nerfed, so the recoil control is kind of bad on that, and I don't want to lose that too much. Now, we are obviously losing recoil control on the Tempest Mini barrel, but not as much as the stock would lose. So in my opinion, it's kind of worth it. And you are losing some bullet velocity as well, but like I said, it's the rushing class. You're not really using it for distance. You could, it's still good, but I would still use it for like mid-range, close range, rather than just using it for long range. Now, the laser is going to be the TAC laser. This gives you aiming stability, it gives you aim walking steadiness, and this, you will notice a difference between the long distance class. You are much more steady with this gun when you're walking side to side, but it also gives you ADS speed as well. The only thing is, when you aim down sights, your laser is visible, so that's whatever. I mean, I really don't care about that, let's be honest. Now, the optic on this one, I am using the Cronin LP945 mini reflex, which is a little heavier than the GI mini reflex, meaning that the aim down sight speed is going to be a little tad bit slower, maybe like 1 frame slower, which really you don't notice when playing the game. But at the same time, I like this sight a lot better than the GI mini reflex on the M13. It just feels cleaner, it feels steadier, and that's why I decided to opt out from using the GI mini reflex and using this one instead. Now, we do need an underbarrel on this one, meaning we're not going to get ammunition. And before I actually put on a TAC laser to this class, I was running the .300 blackout 30-round mags, which gives you damage range, no visible tracer, and no enemy skulls. But it also takes away so much recoil, which is why I wouldn't really recommend using that ammo. Like, you're losing a lot of recoil just to get 3 meters extra of damage range. So in my opinion, it's just not worth using. Now, the underbarrel, like I said, we're going to be using the Merc foregrip. This gives you recoil control, but it also gives you hipfire accuracy, which is amazing if you're trying to make a class that's built for actually going in close range gunfights. It's going to help you guys out a lot. Before you ADS, you can start firing from the hip and hitting those bullets. And the last attachment on this class right here is going to be the rear grip stippled grip tape. I said it before, it gives you ADS speed and it gives you sprint to fire speed, which in my opinion is something you definitely want to be using on this class. Now, this one right here, like I said, it's good. It's an amazing class. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I didn't make the other class, I would have loved this one. But then I went and I made that long distance class, and it just feels a lot better. Like, I can't really explain why it feels better. It just, even up close, it feels better than the class that's meant for up close. So I mean, if you guys ever wanted an all-around M13 class, use the first one I gave you. Use it in Warzone, use it in multiplayer, use it anywhere you're playing, and it's gonna do the job. It's gonna get the job done. And if the game didn't end, I was on track to getting a pretty easy nuke. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't normally get easy lobbies like that, but that was a very easy lobby I joined. I got lucky on that one. But nonetheless, guys, man, if we could drop a like on this video, show me that you guys like the M13, and let me know down in the comments below if you like the M13 or not. Let me know which gun is your favorite for assault rifles, and if the M13 is one of them, I'll be pretty damn happy. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here with those notifications turned on. We're close to 625k, so if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and do that, or you're missing out on all the best classes. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.